Won by the Wizards. Wall. To Porter. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Cavs at the controls. Sexton. Count it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Beal. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Hood to Colin Sexton. Here's a chance from long range. I like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark. Wall across the timeline. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Beal. For 3. Can't get the bounce. Hood. Fires the 3. Hood when he's open and when he's not. So dangerous.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 3. The jumper's off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Love. The shot, almost.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. To Rodney Hood. Oh, he had him there for a second. Sexton to Love. Fires the 3. Well defended, but Kevin Love still hits it from 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
The monster stuff.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Sexton. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Colin Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. Sexton. Over to the right side. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Washington basketball. Wall. Oh, defender pulls the chair.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
And draws the foul.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Wall with it up top. Shot clock's off as they try to get a little closer. Count the bucket for 2.
2 points. The assist from number 2.
20-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Cedi Osman at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Wizards with the basketball. Wall to Howard. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Rodney Hood. To Love. Has a look. Kevin Love off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
There it is, John Wall. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Love. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Love. Has a chance. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Wizards have it. Here's Wall for 2. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. If you blink, you may miss the fastest man in the NBA.
Man, John Wall is like a blur. When I see him, it reminds me of players I used to guard in the past. Stephon Marbury, Allen Iverson. He is that fast with or without the basketball.
That pass stolen by the Wizards. And scored. Strong take.
Bradley Beal, a first-time All-Star last year, averaging just under 23 points per game. Glad to know everybody eats.
Sexton.
Hey, come set me one.
To Rodney Hood. Oh, had him going there for a second. That's no good. Porter. To Wall. Shot from in close, no good. Sexton to Love. From long range. Message received. Well defended. Into the front court. It's Wall. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Sexton to Love. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Porter to Wall. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. The shot turned away by Henson. Lets it fly from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. Clock runs out. Wizards have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down. The Wizards have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards. The Cavaliers had kept it close after 1 half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Dwight Howard looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Kevin Love hasn't had much luck getting into an offensive rhythm, and his touch from long range is just off here today. This game would be very different if he'd been hitting those 3-pointers. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Isolation. Give me the rock.
Sexton. To Love. Dwight Howard with the block shot. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
I got ball.
Sexton. To Love. Curling inside. Oh, he had him there for a second. Gets it in the right corner. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Wall into the front court. His guys lead here. Early stages, third quarter. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Sexton has a look. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Defense.
Beal to Wall. 4-3. It's Henson with the rebound. Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton to Love. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Kevin Love has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Wall across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. To Beal. Wall to Porter. Beyond the arc for 3. Another chance. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton to Love. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he buries it.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark. Deep 2 there, won't go. Beal to Wall. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton. Wall with it up top. Leads 1. Porter to Howard. Throws it down. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this 4th quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Hood to Love. Shot blocked by Morris.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Leads 3. Oh, John Henson up to...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Beal. Wall to Howard. Three quarters down. The Wizards out in front. The Wizards in control of the basketball. Balls, we start the 4th. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Nance goes to the right side, lets it fly from beyond the arc, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
Wall into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Screen coming. Bradley Beal. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Sexton. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. It's Washington with the basketball. John Wall goes to work. Rebound Love. Sexton. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Colin Sexton. Has a chance? Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
J.R. Smith trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Wizards at the controls. Beal to Wall. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Wall across the timeline. The deficit now up to 5. To Beal for 3. And Bradley Beal, all muscle memory, puts it to good use there.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the 3-point line.
Now a steal by Washington.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
To Colin Sexton. Screen coming. Sexton. That's out. Last touch by Larry Nance Jr. To Beal. Fires the 3, and Bradley Beal knocks down a wide open 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. J.R. Smith, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. That does it for the quarter. This game is all tied up. Let's do it. Overtime is underway. Wall. To Beal. Wall to Beal. Porter. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To J.R. Smith. Trying to cash in. Smith with a shot. It won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Here comes the screen. Wall to Beal. Porter to Beal. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Smith now into the front court. They're down 3. To Rodney Hood. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Fires the 3. J.R. Smith is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 66% in this contest. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. And a nice finish at the rim.
John Wall, the new modern-day athlete. He battled the knee injury last season and missed 41 contests after undergoing arthroscopic surgery on that knee, and still one of the fastest guys we have in the league today.
Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Wall with it up top. 2-point advantage. To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal to Wall. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Beal to Howard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And it's an important one. It makes this a 3-possession game. Sexton to Rodney Hood. Oh, he had him there for a second. From long range. J.R. Smith is going to get 3 shots here. He's been steady, 83% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second of 3, off the mark. Washington basketball. Wall. He's denied.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Into the front court comes Smith. Down 5. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Beal to Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall to Porter. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. Oh, had him going there for a second. Nance to J.R. Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. Going to launch beyond the arc. That misses with 3 seconds left. The Wizards are the winners as they win it in overtime. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards stayed strong to get the overtime victory. It was impressive to watch them battle fatigue on their way to a positive result. In the end, their perseverance was rewarded in a grueling game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards. The Cavaliers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Turnovers.
I'm stunned by how many turnovers have already been given up by these squads. It may sound simple, but you need to have control of the ball to be able to score it.
Player of the game.
Dwight Howard could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player.
Cole.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Cleveland Cavaliers.